open again. That specific hour that doesn't ask permission. When everything you've been managing all day just quietly decides to have a conversation. Not the anxious kind, more like the honest kind. The thoughts that are too patient for daylight, waiting until the noise clears out. 3 a.m. philosophy. Nobody asked for it, but here it is. 3 a.m. philosophy. The version of yourself that doesn't perform. Sitting with the window cracked, city doing its quiet thing below. 3 a.m. philosophy. This is when I actually know. Been thinking about the choices that compounded, the small ones that didn't feel like choices at the time. Funny how the minor decisions stack up into something that looks like a life. Not complaining, just observing. There's a difference and it matters at this hour. Most of it was good, more of it was lucky than I usually admit. 3 a.m. philosophy. Nobody asked for it, but here it is. 3 a.m. philosophy. The version of yourself that doesn't perform. Sitting with the window cracked, city doing its quiet thing below. 3 a.m. philosophy. This is when I actually know. Let me tell you what 3 a.m. sounds like when you're not afraid of it anymore. It sounds like the refrigerator humming and your own breathing and not much else. I used to feel that silence with everything. Phone show, anything to keep the quiet out. Now I just sit in it and let it do its thing. Turns out it usually has something worth hearing. The stuff that rises when the noise goes down is mostly gratitude with some unresolved questions. I can live with that combination. 3 a.m. taught me that. 3 a.m. philosophy. Nobody asked for it, but here it is. 3 a.m. philosophy. The version of yourself that doesn't perform. Sitting with the window cracked, city doing its quiet thing below. 3 a.m. philosophy. This is when I actually know. Still here, still thinking that's enough. You have a gravity I can't explain in regular terms. I just end up in your orbit without deciding to. Not pulled by force, more like drawn by preference consistently. Every room we're both in, I know exactly where you are. Not watching just to where there's a difference. Gravity doesn't announce itself, it just works all the time, quietly. You've got gravity, the kind that stop fighting eventually. You've got gravity, and I'm not trying to get away anymore. Just letting the pull do what it does, see where the orbit leads. You got gravity, and I'm here for it. I've been resistant to things that felt like this before. Got comfortable keeping distance as default. You made distance feel unnecessary, not by demanding closeness, just by being the kind of person where closeness made sense. Some people you keep at arm's length, some you just don't, and the difference is gravity. You've got gravity, the kind that stop fighting eventually. You've got gravity, and I'm not trying to get away anymore. Just letting the pull do what it does, see where the orbit leads. You got gravity, and I'm here for it. Not falling, choosing to stay in the pool. Gravity staying, choosing to.
No, no, yeah, yeah. Used to need the room to know I was doing something. Validation was the currency I ran on. Took me longer than I like to admit, to figure out that's a debt that never clears. Now I move different, not louder, actually quieter. The confidence that doesn't need announcement. It's the kind I've been building toward. It's not arrogance, it's not performance. It's just knowing and letting that be enough. Quiet confidence doesn't need a spotlight to exist. Quiet confidence does the work and lets the work speak. No announcement, no highlight, just a steady kind of show. Quiet confidence, that's what I'm after. Yeah. Had a moment in a meeting last week where I knew I was right and said it once clearly. Didn't repeat it, didn't push, just let it sit and watched it land. Oh me, would've over-explained it, would've checked 3 faces for confirmation. Knew me, said it and moved on. It's the kind of growth that doesn't photograph well. Nobody gave me a certificate for it, but I felt it, and that was the whole point. Confidence, oh, doesn't need the spotlight to exist. Quiet confidence does the work and lets the work speak. No announcement, no highlight, just a steady kind of show. Quiet confidence, that's what I'm after. Let me talk about the version of strength that doesn't look like strength from the outside. The one that shows up in the small decisions, the ones that compound over years into character. Shows the honest sense of when the easy one was available. Stay when it would have been simpler to go. Kept the commitment nobody was tracking, because I said I would, and that still means something. Quiet confidence is the score you keep internally, the standard you hold yourself to in private, when the only audience is you, and you still do the right thing. Quiet confidence doesn't need the spotlight to exist. Quiet confidence does the work and lets the work speak. No announcement, no highlight, just a steady kind of show. Quiet confidence, that's what I'm after. Steady, steady,
Every night has its own chapter. Some of them I've read too fast. The ones worth reading slowly are usually the ones I'm in the middle of.
Late evening with the lamp on low, guitar coming from somewhere through the wall. Neighbor practices the same progression. I've grown to love the repetition. Night chapters, the ones you only get to read once. Night chapters, slowing down enough to be in them. The day had everything it needed, and now the night is something different. Night chapters, this one's worth the read. Yeah. I've been writing down the small things at the end of each day. Nothing formal, just 3 lines. Turns out 3 lines is enough
to remind yourself what actually happened. The day I wrote was better than the day I lived. Meaning the writing showed me what I missed, all the things that were good that I walked past on the way to the next thing. Night chapters, the ones you only get to read once. Night chapters, slowing down enough to be in them. The day had everything it needed, and now the night is something different. Night chapters, this one's worth the rip. I'm trying to be more present in my own evenings, instead of fast forwarding to the next morning. The night has its own pace and I used to fight it, now I try to match it. The neighbor's still playing that progression, same four chords, different feeling every time. Context is that, the notes are the same, the night is always new. Grateful for the lamp in the low light, for the guitar through the wall, for the chapter I'm currently in, for the one still coming. Another good chapter, still reading. Good night. Good night.
Yeah. Met in the middle of a disagreement. Either of us right, both of us sure. Somebody suggested we try the other's position. Just try it, just for a minute. Half an hour later we were somewhere neither of us started. Somewhere that had both of our fingerprints. That's common ground, not compromise, something built. Common ground, that's where the real things get done. Common ground, neither yours nor mine. Both of us not giving up, not giving in, building something together that wasn't there. Common ground, that's where I wanna stand. I've been thinking about the relationships that held versus the ones that didn't. The pattern I keep finding is common ground or the lack of it. The ones that work were willing to build, to sit in the discomfort of different perspectives, long enough to find a place underneath where both views could stand. Common ground, that's where the real things get done. Wasn't there. Common ground, that's where I wanna stand. Common ground is a skill, not a natural state. You have to choose it actively, especially when your position feels solid. I've been wrong about things I was certain of, more times than my ego wanted to admit. The experience of being corrected with care is one of the more valuable things I've had. Common ground doesn't mean you abandon what you know. It means you hold it loosely enough to let new information in. Common ground, always looking for common ground, always worth finding. Used to get a lot of static on everything, every decision coming through unclear. Too many voices including my own, all of them competing for the frequency.
Something shifted when I started getting quiet. Not meditative quiet, just less noise. Turn down the external inputs, and the internal one got louder. Clear signal, finally. That's what quiet sounds like when you're actually ready for it. Clear signal, cutting through everything. Clear signal, this is what I actually know. Not the noise, not the performance, not the version for other people. Clear signal, that's the one I'm following. Decision I've been circling for 8 months became obvious in about 30 seconds of quiet. All the deliberating having noise, the answer was always there underneath it. I think we know more than we let ourselves know, because knowing requires choosing, and choosing requires commitment, and commitment is the part that's scary. But when the signal's clear, the choice is to, and carrying it out is easier than carrying the question. Clear signal, cutting through everything. Clear signal, this is what I actually know. Not the noise, not the performance, not the version for other people. Clear signal, that's the one I'm following. Yeah, I'm gonna follow the clear signal, even when the noise makes a compelling case, even when the static is familiar and the signal is asking something new of me. The clear signal has never been wrong. Every time I ignored it, I already knew I was ignoring it. That's the specific discomfort of not listening. You know what you're not doing, so I'm listening now, actively, with some practice, following the frequency that sounds like my actual life. Clear signal, following it all the way. Driving back through the old neighborhood at midnight. Everything's the same, but I'm reading it different now. I used to count the street lights just to pass the time. Now I'm counting everything I used to take for granted. The corner store still has the same sign up, same guy behind the counter on a Friday. He nodded like he recognized something in me. I don't know if that's distance or coming back. I'm not the same person who left, but I'm not someone new either. Somewhere in the middle of all that is where I actually live. Halfway home, between who I was and who I'm getting to. Halfway home, close enough to see it's still something to prove. Not running from, not running to, just halfway home, and that's alright. Oh, playlist came up on shuffle out of nowhere. 6 songs in before I realized what was happening. Muscle memory is a strange kind of haunting. Not painful, just specific. Texted someone I hadn't talked to in 2 years. Just said, hey, hope you're doing well. They rip out in 3 minutes like no time had passed. Some things hold even when you let the rope go. Not trying to reconstruct anything, just acknowledging it existed. That's a different thing. Took me a while to learn that. Between who I was and who I'm getting to. Halfway home, close enough to see it's still something to prove. Not running from, not running to, just halfway home. Yeah, and that's alright. Let me be honest about where I'm standing. Not the version I post, the actual one. Doing well by most definitions, still figuring out a couple of the big ones. Is that a complaint? That's an honest inventory. Most days the good outweighs the unclear. Halfway home means the journey's still happening, and I'd rather moving and stuck somewhere back there, between who I was and who I'm getting to. Halfway home, close enough to see it's still something to prove. Not running from, not running to, just halfway home, and that's alright.
The long road back from wherever I went started with admitting I left in the first place. That part took longer than everything after. The admission is the hardest mile. I've been gone in ways that don't show on the outside, present in body somewhere else in practice, functioning fine by every visible measure, while something important was running on empty. The long road back doesn't start with the destination, it starts with turning around, and that's the whole first part. Don't roll back. Started when I stopped pretending. Don't roll back. One honest smile at a time. Not arriving fast, not arriving easy. Long road back, but I'm on it. But I'm on it. But I'm on it. Told someone the actual version, not the managed version, the real one. Expected judgment, got something else, got the specific relief of being known accurately. There's something about being seen in your difficulty that makes the difficulty feel more navigable. Less alone in it, and alone in it was most of the way. Share weight is different way. That's not weakness, that's how it's supposed to work. I just forgot for a while. Long road back. Started when I stopped pretending. Long road back. One honest smile at a time. Not arriving fast, not arriving easy. Long road back, but I'm on it. But I'm on it. But I'm on it. Still on it. Miles behind me now. More ahead but different miles. The returning road. Still walking. Road. Getting there. At the end of the exchange, when everything's been settled, there's always something left over. Small change from a larger transaction. I've been paying attention to what's left over. After the hard conversations, the long projects, after the seasons that required everything, what's still there when the dust settles? Keep the change. That's what's left after it all. Keep the change. The residue is the real yield. Oh, keep the change. What's left when the big thing's done? Keep the change. The small remainders tell the whole story. Oh, the wisdom, the calluses, the things that survive the hard part. Oh, keep the change. That's what you actually earn. Yeah, after the difficult year, what I kept was mostly perspective. The gear itself I trade if I could, but the perspective that I keep. After the relationship that didn't work, I kept the version of honesty I developed inside it. The
Willingness to say the real thing cost me that relationship, bought me every good one since. The change from hard experience is the most valuable currency. You can't get it easier. You can only get it through. What's left when the big thing's done? The small remainders tell the whole story. The wisdom, the calluses, the things that survive the hard part. Keep the change. That's what you actually earn. Yeah. Let me account for what I've kept from every version of hard that's come through, because the inventory is mostly good. Once you separate it from the difficulty it arrived with. Kept the ability to sit with uncertainty. Kept the patience I didn't have before. Kept the specific humility of having been wrong about something I was sure of. Kept the relationships that stayed after the easy version of me was no longer available. Those are the ones that changed from the hard years, but those.
Settling on the cafe floor, open tabs we won't explore. You trace circles on a paper cup, like staying still was productive enough. Inbox full, but the sound was low. Nobody asking where we go. Check one task, then drifted wide. Let the rest just sit outside. Air conditioner humming slow, tiny dust in the window glow. Somehow time kept moving clean without becoming anything. We call this progress nowadays. Staff awake in the soft haze. Didn't chase much, still got paid. We call this progress nowadays. We call this progress. Ooh, stay slow, stay slow. Refill of the same routine, conversation fading in between. You said maybe, I said sure. That was all we needed to endure. Calendar blocks look sharp and bright from a very safe distance tonight. No urgency behind the eyes, just letting the daylight reorganize. Maybe balance looks like this, loose ends floating without risk. No grand breakthroughs to announce, still the room felt calm enough. We call this progress nowadays. Quiet wins in smaller ways. Didn't burn out, didn't break. We call this progress nowadays. We call this progress. Ooh, wait here, wait here. Now every hour needs a mark. Some days move best in the dark. No pressure speech, no polished tone, just being present on our own. We made plans without the weight, left them open, left them vague. A conversation without an end still felt useful in the end. There was a time I'd force the pace, turn every pause into a race. Now I trust the softer signs, like breathing deeper at the right time. If the night arrives without that familiar heavy doubt, if we're still ourselves by 10, maybe that's enough again. No trophies hanging in the air, no proof that anyone was there. Just coffee rings and quiet sounds, and somehow that still counts. We call this progress nowadays. Soft routines and slower days, nothing massive left to say. We call this progress nowadays. We call this progress. Same light, same place. Ooh, hey. Maybe peace just changed its clothes. just pause. We call this progress nowadays. No clear winds to articulate, just open tabs and tired grays. We call this progress, still somehow counts. Curtains moving with the breeze, sunlight falling through the trees, little sounds from down the hall, nothing heavy there at all. Keys and footsteps passing trains, tiny patterns in my brain, a warm cup sitting in my hand like the day already planned. People talking out of range, still it all feels kinda safe. Every corner, every sign seems to land right on time. Crosswalk blinking slow and green, softest morning I have seen. Same old city, same old sky, still it feels a little bright. Slow awake, steady pace, morning settling into place. Nothing sharp, nothing wild, just enough to make me smile. Slow awake, moving free, everything comes naturally. Hold it close, let it stay, feels like a good kind of day. Feels like a good kind of day. Bicycle wheels along the road, tiny echoes come and go. Coffee shops and traffic lights blur together, feeling right. No big answers left to find, just this quiet state of mind. Every breath and every sound keeps me steady, keeps me down. Clouds are drifting overhead, easy thoughts inside my head. Nothing calling me away, I could walk like this all day. Morning fading into noon, still the feeling lingers through. Even when the caffeine ends, something calm around me stays. Slow awake, steady pace, morning settling into place. Nothing sharp, nothing wild, just enough to make me smile. Slow awake, moving free, everything comes naturally. Hold it close, let it stay, feels like a good kind of day. Take your time, breathe it in, no need now to begin. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Slow awake, easy flow, let the feeling guide you home. Nothing lost, nothing late, everything just feels okay. Slow awake, step outside, morning moving by your side. Right here now, I can see this is where I wanna be. This is where I wanna be. Yeah, yeah. Strong. Spring light on the city line, everything just feels in time. Soft wind moving through the day like it knows the way. No alarms inside my head, nothing heavy, nothing said, just the sound of open air like it's always been right there. Steps are easy on the ground, every corner calm and sound. People moving left and right, but it all feels kinda light. same old place but something new. Like the world is breaking through every second, every turn. Got a gentle kind of burn. Morning colors on the wall, echoes down the hallway call. Coffee, steam and window shine, everything feels so aligned. Cars are passing far away like they don't disturb the day. Even silence feels alive, helping everything survive. No direction I must choose, nothing here I really lose. Just a rhythm under skin that I let myself stay in. And if the air keeps feeling this, I don't think I'd ever miss any rush or any race. Just this quiet open space. Spring air, let it flow. Every step just starts to glow. Nothing fast, nothing loud, just the calm inside the crowd. Spring air, take me through everything. Just feels so true. No control, no delay, just the way. Let it sway, let it go. Let the whole thing flow. Shadows stretching on the street, every sound a steady beat. Nothing breaking, nothing wrong, like I've been here all along. Even time feels soft and kind, like it's drifting with my mind. Coffee gone, but still I stay in this easy kind of way. Every moment fits the frame, never quite the same again. If I keep this steady pace, I could stay in any place. Nothing calling me ahead, nothing heavy left unsaid. Just the rhythm of the air telling me I'm already there. Spring air, let it flow. Every step just starts to go. Nothing fast, nothing loud, just the calm inside the crowd. Spring air, take me through everything. Just feels so true. No control, no delay, just the way. Let it sway, let it go. Let the whole thing flow. Spring air, feel the groove. Every step just starts to move. Everything just stays in place at my pace. Morning riding on the breeze, city waking gradually. Coffee cup against my hand, like the day already planned. Crosswalk flashing white and red, easy rhythm in my step. Nothing calling me too far, just this moment where we are. People drift from side to side, different stories, different lives. Still it all moves smooth somehow, like the world is settled now. Every sound just fits the beat, shoes and tires down the street. No big reason, nothing deep, just a flow I wanna keep. Take it slow, move in time, let the small things feel alive. Easy pace, open mind, leave the heavy stuff behind. Take it slow, feel the air, like the moment's always there. No big plans, nowhere to race, just moving at my pace. Sunlight bouncing off the glass, shadows stretching as I pass. Every corner feels relaxed, nothing missing, nothing lacks. Bus stop humming, distant horns blend together with the dawn. Even noise feels soft today, like it knows to fade away. Coffee cooling more and more, still I'm walking like before. Every breath and every sound keeps me steady, keeps me down. If the feeling stays this clean, I could live inside the scene. No need searching for a sign, everything already fine. Take it slow, move in time, let the small things feel alive. Easy pace, open mind, leave the heavy stuff behind. Take it slow, feel the air, like the moment's always there. No big plans, nowhere to race, just moving everything just feels alive. Step by step, block by block, feel the rhythm never stop. Take it slow, let it ride. Want it moving by my side. Right here in this open space, everything falls into place. Sunlight laying on the floor, quiet like the day before. Coffee warming up my hands, nothing more than simple plans. Easy breathing in the room, morning drifting nice and smooth. Every little sound outside feels like it just fits the time. Shoes waiting beside the door, no rush needed anymore. Every thought just settles down like the air around this town. People passing far away, slowly moving through the day. Nothing pulling at my mind, everything feels soft and light. Softly now, let it go, move with everything you know. Nothing loud, nothing fast, just a feeling made to last. Softly now, breathe the air, every moment resting there. Let it stay, let it be right where life feels good to me. Good to me, yeah. Windows glowing in the sun like the day has just begun. Sidewalk lines and passing trees, moving with the quiet breeze. Traffic fading in the back, never pulling off the track. Every step just feels so clean, like I'm living in between. Nothing extra left to chase, everything already placed. If the rhythm stays this way, I could walk through all the day. Every shadow, every sound feels connected all around. No more searching for a sign, everything already mine. Softly now, let it go, move with everything you know. Nothing loud, nothing fast, just a feeling made to last. Softly now, breathe the air, every moment resting there. Let it stay, let it be right where life feels good to me. No hard lines, no race. Everything falls into place. Oh, stay slow. Let the whole world roll. Softly now, let it flow like the city moving slow. Step by step, side by side, feel the rhythm open wide. Softly now, hold it near, nothing heavy anywhere. Right here where the light can be, that's enough for me. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Phone face down beside the keys, morning moving lazily. Open tabs we never read, half the thoughts stayed in our heads. Someone laughed across the room, nothing urgent had to bloom. Cross one small thing off the page, still felt decent by the day. No alarms inside the chest, no No obsession, dressed as best, just enough to say we tried. Then we let the hours slide. Guess this counts as working out. Shared a shrug and figured out not every fire needs burning down. Guess this counts as working out. Guess this counts as working out. Rain kept tapping on the glass. We watched the whole afternoon pass. And one email called it good, probably more than we should. Conversation drifting wide, nothing really to decide. Calendar still looked intense from a very safe distance. No one trying to impress, no performance in the mess. Just enough momentum there to keep floating through the air. Maybe balance isn't loud, maybe peace still makes us proud. Maybe slowing doesn't mean anything is in between. Guess this counts as working out. Moved a little, stayed around. Didn't win, but didn't drown. Guess this counts as working out. Guess this counts as working out. Stay here, stay here. Stay here, stay here. Yeah. There's a freedom in the pause, in not fixing every thought. Left some questions unresolved. Still somehow the day felt soft. We stopped dreaming. Yeah. Phone face down beside the keys. Morning moving lazily. Open tabs we never read. Half the thoughts stayed in our heads. Someone laughed across the room. Nothing urgent had to bloom. Cross one small thing off the page. Still felt decent by the day. No alarms inside the chest. No obsession, dressed as best. Just enough to say we tried. Then we let the hours slide. Guess this counts as working out. Shared a shrug and figured out not every fire needs burning down. Guess this counts as working out. Guess this counts as working out. Slow down. Yeah. Hey. Rain kept tapping on the glass. We watched the whole afternoon pass. And one email called it good, probably more than we should. Conversation drifting wide, nothing really to decide. Calendar still looked intense from a very safe distance. No one trying to impress, no performance in the mess. Just enough momentum there to keep floating through the air. Maybe balance isn't loud, maybe peace still makes us proud. Maybe slowing doesn't mean anything is in between. Guess this counts as working out. Moved a little, stayed around. Didn't win, but didn't drown. Guess this counts as working out. Guess this counts as working out. Stay here, stay here. Stay here, stay here. Yeah. There's a freedom in the pause, in not fixing every thought. Left some questions unresolved. Still somehow the day felt soft. We stopped dreaming. Afternoon across the street, warm and moving with the beat. Every window catching gold. Same old city, never old. Shoes keep landing right on time, like the rhythms built inside. Nothing pulling me too fast, just a feeling built to last, yeah. Sun hangs high above the signs. Everything just feels aligned. People crossing side to side. Still the whole world seems as dry. Bus doors open, engines hum. All the little sounds become part of something smooth and low, like the day already knows. No big reason left to find, quiet comfort in my mind. Every corner feels relaxed, nothing missing, nothing lacks. If the moment keeps this pace, I can move through any place. Every second feels complete with the rhythm underneath. Afternoon, easy glow, let the whole world move you slow. Nothing sharp, nothing wrong, just enough to pull along. Afternoon, stay in line, everything just feels on time. No delay, nowhere to run, just moving with the sun. Traffic fading in the back, still I never lose the track. Every motion's often clean like a slow repeating scene. Heat rising from the road, still it never feels too close. Every shadow underneath moves together with my feet. No more thinking where to go, only following the flow. If it stays this calm and bright, I go walk into the night. Nothing more I need to chase, everything already placed. Every step just feels so true, like the day was made to move. No rush now, just ride. Keep the rhythm by your side. Afternoon, easy glow, feel the city moving slow. Step by step, light by light, everything just feels right. Afternoon, breathe it in, let the quiet settle in. Right here where the colors stay, I could move like this all day. Everything moving in a proper way. The clock tilts lazy on the painted wall. Sunlight crawls like it might not fall. Cars pass though like they're thinking twice, reading the air before rolling dice. I'm not ahead, I'm not behind, just orbiting a softer kind of time. Thoughts don't rush, they don't collide, they just drift in the yellow light, yeah. Shoes untied, mind half awake, nothing here I need to chase. Roads hums like a distant tide, pulling nothing out of line. No green light telling me to go, no red light saying stop the flow. Just space where decisions fade into something gently made. Yellow light, afternoon, nothing ending, nothing soon. I don't rush, I don't reason, I just move in. Yellow light, afternoon, yeah, yellow light, afternoon. Everything feels half in tune. Water glass, sweating on the wood. Nothing urgent, nothing should. Shadows stretch like they understand. Time slipping through a relaxed hand. Phone face down, no demand. World still turning where I stand. Even silence feels arranged, like it learned how to stay unchanged. If the moment calls my name, I don't answer just the same. Not resisting, not escaping, just existing, lightly shaping. Every second bends and stays in this slow unforced haze, like the day forgot to choose, so it gave itself to blues. Yellow light, soon it shifts, I know it will. Like wood till then time will spill, but for now it's hanging still, like a note that lost its will. And I don't need to interfere with a moment this sincere. Let it linger, let it stay, before it gently slips away. We didn't build this calm, it just grew like midnight air that slipped right through, yeah, yeah. No push, no push, no need to review. We didn't build this calm, it just grew, yeah, yeah. Street light flicker on the quiet block, window open, letting night talk. You're leaning back, I'm half there, between the silence and the air. Coffee rings on an old wood table, conversation soft, barely able to turn into anything concrete. Just drifting on a steady beat. No big plans trying to unfold, no future stories being told. Your voice low like it knows the room, like nothing here is ending soon. If this is temporary space, it still feels like the right place. We're not chasing any sign, just letting moments intertwine. We didn't build this calm, yeah. It just grew. No script, no map, no what to do. It's cool how quiet knows the way, yeah. We didn't build this calm, it just stayed. Maybe easy just to learn reply to letting things go passing by. No spark to chase, no edge to hold, just warmth inside the quiet fold. Street sounds fading into glass, time moving without asking fast. If this dissolves by morning light, that doesn't make it less than night. I've chased the rush, I've chased the noise, confused the chaos for a voice. But this feels like another kind of something resting in the mind. Not forever, not too deep, just something soft enough to keep. No need to label what this is, no need to fix it into this. Just breathing in the open air, like nothing's missing anywhere. And if the world comes rushing in, we'll let it knock, not let it win. We didn't build this calm, it just grew like something neither of us knew. No plans, no way, no need to prove. We didn't build this calm, it just stayed. No home, no line, just time. No plan, no fight, just night. No home, no line, just time, just right. We didn't force this vibe, it just grew like late night colors in a quiet room. Yeah, yeah. No push, nothing we had to prove. We didn't force this vibe, it just grew. Yeah. Soft rain tapping on the fire escape. TV glowing, but we barely watch the frame. Take out boxes stacked beside the sink. Halfway through another drifting think. No deep dive, no heavy scene, just staying somewhere in between. You lean back into the couch like sleeping, and the whole room settled naturally. Voice low through the static hum, talking slow like time forgot to run. I stop checking every passing hour, let the silence keep its gentle power. If this moment leaves, it leaves okay. Didn't ask it for another day. Some nights don't arrive with signs, they just unfold at the perfect time. We didn't force this vibe, it just grew. Like background songs you somehow knew. No chase, no fear, nothing overdue. We didn't force this vibe, it just grew. Yeah. Maybe peace is smaller than we thought. Just a room where nothing's being fought. No grand meaning hanging in the air. Just breathing easy with somebody there. Street outside moving soft and slow. Headlights sliding across the floor. I used to need a spark, a change. Now calm feels kinda underrated. And if this phase with morning light, that doesn't make tonight less bright. Some things land without a sound, still somehow they stick around. No big promises to keep, no digging underneath. Just a moment, sitting still, and somehow that feels real. I let go of figuring out what this was supposed to be about. And the second that I did, everything relaxed a bit. We didn't force this vibe, it just grew like easy air.